Settling is not an option for me. Everything I desire is already mine. What if you can have it all? Because every day is for the girls.
Hello. Welcome back to another episode of For the Girls. I'm your host, Victoria Alario. And today we have a feel-good episode because I am bringing all the cozy vibes today. I'm in my Barefoot Dreams robe. Every time I post wearing this, because I tend to wear it a lot in my TikTok videos, everyone wants to know where it's from. It is Barefoot Dreams, and it is the coziest, softest robe ever. Speaking of blanket, I have my super soft blanket on me from the couch. I have a cup of hot tea here. We are, in fact, pretending that it is not 75 degrees outside right now because it's September. We have officially entered the Burr month. So I know September is like technically still summer, at least until September 21st, but I don't care. The Burr months are the cozy months, and it is the best time of the year. September, October, November, December. That's it. Like, there's just truly nothing better. And if you know me, then you know I'm such a cozy girl. So I love this time of the year. I love to stay in. I love to wear some comfy clothes, to wear sweats, or to just wear my robe. I love to cook and eat hearty meals, pastas, soups, and like comfort food. I love comfort food. Of course, a comfort show or a movie. And there's so much to watch this time of year. We're going to talk about that. And there's just so much to look forward to in general during this time of year while simultaneously enjoying the come down from the summer and the calmness. That's the beauty of fall. I know that there's like the holidays and all that, but it's not busy. Like, I don't even know how to explain it. It's just like summer is more like go, go, go. And fall, winter, whatever is more like stay, stay, stay. Like, stay home, chill out, even though there are the holidays. But yeah, it is the time of the year to really romanticize. We are romanticizing fall in this episode, in this year in general, yet again, because this is what we do every year. But it's okay. We're gonna just keep refreshing on that. We are going to be wearing our cable knit sweaters a little too early, like I said, pretending it's not 75 degrees out. We're going to be wearing our chunky knit sweaters because guess what? In the morning, it's 60 degrees. Yes, in the afternoon, we are dripping sweating because it's 80 by then, but it's okay. It's okay because it's a Burr month. It is fall season, and we're happy to be here. We're ready to be here. We're baking. We're making lasagna soup. We're binge watching all the serotonin filled shows. We are reading both the warm and fuzzy romance novels and the mysterious psychological thriller books. We're simply doing it all. The limit does not exist. And of course, we are going to Home Goods and Hobby Lobby where the budget does not exist. Duh. Okay. Anyway, so let's get into it. First things first, let's set the vibe because fall isn't just a season. It's not just about the weather. It is the energy. It is the mindset of fall girl vibes. It is the tone that you set for the next 3, 4 months and, all that jazz. Of course, I think that the most important thing is like we're always a byproduct of our environment. So the first thing is that the cozy girl vibe really comes alive in your own personal environment. So you need to treat your home like your sanctuary this season. Like, one, make sure it's clean. I'm always talking about like having a clean house. Make sure it's clean. But two, really like get the vibes right. Think about how you can make it feel warm and inviting. Don't just buy the candles, light the candles. Speaking of which, I brought these out because of the colors. I'm going to talk about that in a second, but like I don't even know where these are from, to be honest, but like I got these they're not lit because I don't want to be sitting on top of lit candles, but like I have them out because I had to show you what like a fall candle vibe is like this season. So don't just buy them, light them. As you could see, I light these bad boys up. They smell so freaking good. Make your house smell like fall. Make your house smell like fresh baked cookies, or get the pumpkin candle or the vanilla scented candle or the cedar wood or the musky, sultry vibes, that romantic scent, whatever deep scent that you like for the fall. It's not meant to be like that airy floral ocean mist. Like, no, we had that in the summer. We are done with that. It is time for the, I wish that like you could smell it. This one in particular, black fig and neroli. It's strong. It has that like I said, that deep, like musky, sultry scent. Oh, it just smells so good. One of these is giving me a cologne kind of vibe. This one, I took the label off because I didn't like the label, so I can't tell you what it is. But this one is definitely like a manly, musky, cologne scent, and ooh, it is so good. I have candles in every room. I have like actual candles for this office, the bathroom, the bedroom, everything, especially in the bathroom. If I'm having company over, like no matter what, you want a cozy bathroom. You want a cozy house, but like especially if you're gonna have friends over and like they're gonna use your bathroom, like is there anything worse than like a cold, not welcome and warming like bathroom? Like I always want people to come over my house and feel comfortable using my bathroom and enjoy the experience in the bathroom. I want people to walk in my house and say it smells good. And then I want people to go into the bathroom and also say it smells good, because who wants a stinky cold bathroom? And I want people saying like, what is that scent? What do you have? Like that's the vibe. So you're adding that warmth through lighting the candles, but also through color. So that's why I have these out, because I wanted to show you like this is the time of year where you want to have the brown, the bronze. This is like the cork. Obviously, this one is like the espresso martini. Like you have that like just like those warm colors. You'll get gold, bronze, whatever it is, just like warm toned things, not only for candles, same for your decor. Swap out the cool tones or the white pillows and blankets and add the brown, like this, the furry and fluffy blankets and pillows to your couch, and add the wood, like the brown details to your kitchen. Like I feel like a lot of us have white kitchens, which I love. I do love a clean kitchen, but like on my countertops I have multiple wood serving boards. I have a wood cake stand. I have my like my utensils, where I keep the utensils, like my cooking utensils is like a wood circle thing. I have like my wood salt shaker. Like just adding the warm tones into the kitchen, especially if you can through flowers, getting like the fall colored flowers. Doesn't matter if they're real or faux, like doesn't matter, they can be fake flowers. Just like get those colors in there so that you just feel the warmth like through the color, because all of these little details make all the difference. It makes your home that much more cozy and inviting. Speaking of cozy, we are embracing that homebody energy this fall. This is a season to slow down and be present, because the truth is, it does fly by. We get so excited for the holidays. We look forward to them, and then they come and go. I always like, I feel like every year I'm like, I can't wait for Christmas. And then it's like, it's gone. Like, and then it's like the day after Christmas, and I'm like, I can't believe it's over already. And that's why I love to celebrate Christmas and decorate like early, as soon as I possibly can. My Christmas stuff is out, because it makes me really sad when it's over. And I know people are like, "Oh my god, slow down. Like it's still Halloween." But like it's just it goes too fast. So try to prolong and celebrate whatever you love. I don't care if it's Halloween, Thanksgiving, Christmas. For me, it happens to be Christmas, but like just try to prolong whatever you love for as long as possible, so that we don't let anything fly by us. Let's not rush. Let's just be. Don't worry about it being too early or too late. Just slow down and enjoy the season, enjoy the days, because like I said, summer is a time of chaos. So there's a lot of coming and going. There's travel, there's plans, there's just like so much going on. And like this is the time of year where you can just enjoy and just ground yourself. And I also feel like it's a programming that we have like instilled in us since being children, because it's that back to school energy. You know, it's like you get everything out of your system in the summer, you go crazy in the summer, but once school starts, You go to bed earlier, you eat a little healthier, you're more disciplined, you're on a routine, you're on a schedule. And so that kind of carried over into adulthood because it's like that back to school energy, like summer's done and like now it's time to like get serious, like shit gets real. And so it's like even if you're done with school in particular, you're no longer in that season of your life. You're it's just that being in school for so long, I feel like just instilled that energy into us no matter what our life looks like. And so you might not have necessarily a school routine, but you could still have your own routine and rituals. Let's focus more on rituals because I feel like those little habits and the rituals that we create are what can really romanticize the season. One, I love to be outside in the earlier time of fall, not so much when it's like chill to the bone, freezing cold. No, I don't love that. But like, I love to appreciate when the leaves turn and the air is crisp and you could go out in like a hoodie, maybe some like mini Uggs. Like, it's like that perfect weather where you could go to the park, go for a walk, maybe go into like the city or like a cute town or whatever, and just like go walk around with your hot tea or your hot pumpkin, whatever, like pumpkin spice latte, whatever the case is. Enjoy that the weather while we have it like that as much as you can. Go for those walks. Um, and yeah, like just like embrace that you're not sweating and that you're also not freezing because that's also another thing that comes and goes really fast. And like I said, bring your tea with you. I love hot tea on a cold morning, and clearly I also love it on a hot morning because here I am, like I said, 75 degrees out, but I got my tea going. And so like that's like could be a morning outdoorsy ritual. Another ritual could be maybe baking once or twice a week so that you just always have some homemade goodies like on the counter to enjoy. Like I said, I have like my cake stand. It's like a marble cake stand with like a wood stand. I don't know, stand, whatever you want to call it. And I really, really, really want to get more into baking this fall. I just like I always want to be prepared. Like say that somebody stopped by, I want to be able to say, oh, I just made these muffins or I made this bread, whatever it is. Like, do you want a piece? I'm not the best baker, but I love boxed things in general. Betty Crocker she's a legend for a reason. But I try to find like the healthiest box stuff I can find. Simple Mills is a great brand for that. I personally love the banana bread from Simple Mills. It's so good. And then I personally will just throw some fresh bananas in there myself. Or you could even put like blueberries in there. Like you can still make it your own. You could add some cinnamon powder. If you really want to go fall, you could add some pumpkin in there. Like just give it the fall flavors and always have something like that out. And I also like I said, I really want to get into baking this fall. Like I really need to like learn the KitchenAid. Like I need to like 101 dummy KitchenAid like rules because I have all the attachments now to the KitchenAid and I want to use it. The only thing I've ever done with the KitchenAid was make some fresh homemade pasta, which is another great thing to do for the fall because it's so romantic and so homebody energy. So that could be another ritual instead of buying box pasta this fall. Make your own fresh homemade pasta. It's so good. It's so easy. It's literally egg and flour. That's it. It's a little time consuming, obviously, but easy. Simple, simple, simple. But yeah, as far as like I said, the KitchenAid, that's the only thing that I've done on it. I can make ice cream, I can bake, I can shred, I could do literally anything on the KitchenAid now that I have all of the attachments. So I gotta get on TikTok and watch some tutorials. And then while doing all that stuff, the baking, the cooking, all those rituals, another ritual that you can include to really set the tone, whether you are doing those things or just chilling in the house, is to make a fall playlist. Get the music right. You could also get a fall TV show or movie on in the background. I personally love to cook with a show on. Like I don't know, something about being in the kitchen and cooking with the TV on reminds me of like my childhood because I feel like my mom used to cook and have the TV on. So it feels very homey and it feels very nostalgic and like childlike to have the TV on, even if you're not watching it, just to have it on while cooking. Like, I grew up that way and I love that feeling. Sometimes I'm just down to listen to music. So it's like whatever your vibe is, a fall show or a movie or a fall playlist. I will get into the TV recommendations shortly, but as far as like music recommendations, think coffee house vibes. Something soothing to listen to, acoustic versions of your favorite songs, maybe jazz, maybe even some like cover songs. Something like slow and vibey to just like have on in the background while you're doing your thing. And honestly, I feel like doing things like that allows you to let go of the FOMO and embrace the JOMO. Don't make fun of me. I know that was very millennial of me, but like, no fear of missing out. We only have the joy of missing out. Like, I would much rather be doing those rituals, be home in my comfy clothes with my warm candles lit, my house smelling like fresh baked cookies, having some, banana pumpkin loaf bread freshly baked out on the counter, making some, like I said, lasagna soup or fresh homemade pasta, chilling with my furry blankets and pillows, listening to my coffee house playlist, or watching, my fall serotonin TV shows or a movie like that. I would a million percent rather be doing that than going anywhere. So this season, we say no to overstimulation and yes to serotonin, yes to cozy. And if you really want to be basic, I'm talking like the fall girl vibe, the fall girl energy. Go get your pumpkin spice latte, go get your pumpkin bread loaf for a sweet treat, and get on your way to Home Goods. I don't care. I said it. I know for some people, they're probably like, oh my God, basic. Yeah, that's what I said. Basic. The girls who do those things, hi, me, for example, romanticize their fall days like no other. There's just something about being in a chunky cable knit sweater with some leggings and, and your Uggs, getting your pumpkin goodies, and going fall shopping. It's so real. It feels so good. And speaking of feeling good, another basic of all basic feel good thing to do in the fall is to go picking and pumpkin picking. We personally love going every October. Since I've been with my man, we do that every October. You go get your cute outfits, you go pick some apples that you'll be eating every single day for the next 2 weeks, because why do we take home 40 apples? Then it's like, all right, I guess I'll be eating 2 apples a day every single day to get rid of these things. Go pick a good pumpkin to carve or to paint. I think we carved our pumpkins the first year that we were together. And then I think the second year, I think last year we painted our pumpkins. Yeah. I think I prefer to paint because the carving is a bit of a mess, but that's it. There you go. You got another activity to do, okay? So those things, yes, they're the basic things for a reason. It's like I one thing I always say is like, a cliche is a cliche for a reason. People constantly say it because it's true. So a basic is basic for a reason. People constantly do it because it feels good. It's that simple. I also think, as far as like activity, like even hosting little hangouts with your girls is so nice to do right now, because it doesn't have to be something crazy. It could be a movie night, a game night, a potluck, like just anything just to like hang out and really embrace this time of year. I saw a girl on TikTok who did a really cute movie night, and she just had out like on her counter like a popcorn bar, and it wasn't something that you like invest tons of money into and go crazy. It was just like, okay, you got your microwave popcorn, and then spread out on the counter was like bowls of candy, like toppings for the popcorn. And so in the video, it was just like people were just scooping. So they had like their bowl of their popcorn, and then they were just like scooping into the bowl. Well, whatever it was, M&Ms, anything, whatever you want to put. There was like syrup, not syrups, like sauce. I don't know, like chocolate sauce, like all that kind of stuff. And I was like, okay, add to favorites. There's obviously a million like ideas of what people do for all these like hosting things. So I'm always saving them. You could look them up and save them for yourself. Hopefully you do them. Hopefully you're not like me where I have 5,000 recipes and 5,000 ideas saved and I just simply never do anything. Hopefully at least one of us does it. And then, like I mentioned, game night. So either you can provide the games or everyone could bring a game themselves, like a board game or a card game. You could even focus on one game and turn it into like a tournament instead. You could do an Uno tournament, a Monopoly tournament, a poker tournament, like whatever game that you like really want to do. And you just like make the theme around that thing. Or you could do a murder mystery night. That's a really fun game night. And it's like that's what you do the whole night. And then I also mentioned a potluck. So that could be whatever. It could be food or drinks where, like, you pick a theme. And then if you're going to do food, everyone makes a dish or a dessert based on that theme. Or if you want to do it drinks wise, everyone would make a cocktail based on that theme. So say that you just made the theme in general, like fall, think like pumpkin spice espresso martini or apple cider sangria or some mulled wine. I hate mulled wine, but like I know that people drink that this time of year. That's like the warm wine. I do not like that, but like pumpkin spice espresso martini, apple cider sangria, like that sounds pretty damn good, okay? Like whatever. You know the vibes. Like you know what I'm trying to say. So like those are all different things that you could be doing to really be present this season. And then I also think like in general, self-care is through like you could be really prioritizing self-care through the entertainment that you consume, movies, TV shows, and even books. So I'm going to give you my recommendations because like I mentioned before, like I think that that's such a big part of this season is just like enjoying what you consume. I feel like this is not the time of the year for like New Year's resolutions and like I'm going to do this and I'm going to do that. Like it's just the time to enjoy, cut the crap with the personal development, like a hardcore, let me change this about myself, let me do that. Like, let's just be, you know? So, like I said, movies, TV shows, books. Let's do movies first. A really good movie for fall is When Harry Met Sally. So good. And also You've Got Mail. These are two like nostalgically fall, like old, not old, but yeah, old, like just watch them. They're really good. Obviously, you can't go wrong with like a Halloween type movie, but I personally don't love a scary movie. I like a feel good Halloween movie. So there's like the Halloween Town series, which is so cute. There's Hocus Pocus. I know that there's the new Hocus Pocus. I think that came out like a year or two ago. So there's those. Also, I think a really good movie series to get into this time of year is Harry Potter. I personally really want to do that this fall/winter. I know like this is a good time. They have Christmas, they have fall. Like it's just the vibe for Harry Potter. And like you guys know, we go to Disney and Universal every year. So every year we go to Harry Potter World, and I never finish the movies. I watch like the first 3 or 4, but I don't feel as like immersed and connected to Harry Potter as I should because I didn't finish them all. So that is on my fall to-do list. I'm not going back to Universal without watching all the Harry Potter movies. So those are some movie recs. And then as far as TV show recommendations, now this is my area of expertise. I can go in because you guys know me with my 2000s TV. One Tree Hill. That is so fall to me. Now is the time to rewatch, and there's 9 seasons, so you will be booked and busy pretty much all quarter 4. And like under that same category is the Vampire Diaries. Same thing, many seasons. I think there are also 8 or 9 seasons of that. What could possibly be more fall than vampire? It's also like that back to school vibe. Like I'm pretty sure like season 1, episode 1, if I remember correctly, of the Vampire Diaries is like her starting school, and nothing says fall like the back to school vibe. And then it's also just like in like the Salvatore house, like Damon and Stefan, it's just like always dark in their house. Like those scenes have like the fireplace on and like they're drinking bourbon. Like it's just fall. Okay, watch it. And then of course the OC, speaking of back to school vibe, because the OC like has a lot of um back to school energy, and it's also just like my favorite show in the entire world. And why I think the OC is great for this time of year as well. It's only 4 seasons, so it's shorter than the others. But what the OC has that a lot of shows don't is they celebrate the holidays. Like it's a very in real time type of show, because when that was live on TV, it was live throughout Thanksgiving and Christmas and Hanukkah and New Year. So we got those episodes lined up with the season. Like I remember watching the Thanksgiving episode when it was, Thanksgiving, and then the Christmas and Hanukkah episode when it was Christmas and Hanukkah, then the New Year's episode when it was New Year's. Like you get the point. So like a lot of these shows, like they just kind of gloss over the holiday. Like One Tree Hill, I've like thought about that before, that like One Tree Hill is like same type of vibe. It's a long, 26 episode seasons that was like live on TV in the 2000s, and it like was going on in real time, same as the OC, but like they don't have dedicated holiday episodes. You know what I mean? Like the OC gives you dedicated holiday episodes. So that is very fall vibe to me. And I also think Gossip Girl as well. I only watched Gossip Girl once ever. I know that's probably a crime, but I do like Gossip Girl, and I do remember like a Thanksgiving Christmas episode. So I feel like those two, if you want like dedicated holiday episodes, because back in the day, guys, shows had filler episodes. Shows were, like I said, 26 episodes a season. They weren't 8, 9 episodes in a season where like every single episode had to be something monumental. There were just episodes where it just like felt good. So those are good. And then I do have to give an honorable mention to a show that I did not finish, but I am gonna make myself finish. Quite frankly, I want to restart it. Is Gilmore Girls. I did not grow up watching Gilmore Girls. I started it last year and I very much liked it, and it was definitely fall energy. However, I had it on a lot as like background noise, like I just said before, like when you're cooking or doing your things or while I was working. So, like, a lot of the time was not paying attention and I had no idea what was going on. And then when it would come time to like, okay, now I could sit down and watch Gilmore Girls, 7 episodes passed and I have no idea what happened. So I stopped because I was like, I'm going to start this again when I can like really pay attention. So I'm going to do that because it is so fabulously fall and warm and cozy. And I recommend watching that if you have not. And then if you did want like a quicker show, I'm going to also mention Sullivan's Crossing. I just watched it. It was good. It's very Hallmarky. Like it's not the best. It's not the best acting. It's also a little unrealistic. Like I said, Hallmark energy. Um, but it's 3 seasons. It's on Netflix and it's like 10 episodes, maybe even less. It's like short seasons. So like you're not as invested. If you're like a short attention span kind of girl, then that's the show for you. And then books that you should be reading this time of year. Again, as you know, I'm in a book club for almost 3 years now. February will actually be 3 years. So I've read a lot. And yes, there are, in my opinion, books that you should categorize into certain seasons. There's definitely summer reads. There's definitely like holiday, like there's just specific books that go with each season. So these are the books that I came up with that I think are really good for this time of year. One, you cannot go wrong with Frida McFadden. She writes psychological thrillers with an amazing twist every time, but they're not like, I feel like people hear thriller and they immediately imagine like scary, and it's not. They're not scary, they're not mystery, they're not like spooky. Like they genuinely are well written with a great story and they keep you on the edge of your seat. And oftentimes there's like even a romance involved, like a love interest. Like it's not creepy, it's not like watching a scary movie. It's psychological. It gets you thinking and it keeps you on your toes and like you're waiting to know what comes next. So Frida McFadden right there. My favorites by her are The Inmate. The Inmate is definitely my favorite by her, and then Never Lie. Those two are my top Frida McFadden books, so you got to read those. Another good author is Kristen Hanna. She is amazing. One, you have to read The Nightingale. I love The Nightingale. 2, you have to read Night Road. That's a rough one, but you got to read it. And 3 is Firefly Lane. Likely all 3 of those will rip your heart out and have you crying, which I personally love in a form of entertainment. I love being depressed and being emotionally attached and invested to a story. So there's those. And then another author that I recommend checking out is Rebecca Yarros. The Last Letter, amazing book. The Things We Leave Unfinished, amazing book. And then she also wrote the Fourth Wing series, which, if you are into fantasy, mythical, all that, this is a great time to read that series. It's 3 books. It's super, super, super popular. Um, I read the Fourth Wing and it was good, but fantasy is not the genre that I love. So, it's like I said, mythical creatures, all that like supernatural type of stuff. If you're into that, there's 3 books. I did not read the second and third book because I just was like, it's all right. I could do without it. So I think it's a good series for the fall. And those are all of my entertainment recommendations to make you feel good. And just in general, all of my recommendations to get you ready to romanticize the fall. Because the moral of the story is this: cozy girl fall is a vibe, it's an energy. It's about living intentionally and choosing comfort over chaos, and choosing comfort without the guilt of feeling like you need to constantly be out and doing things. This is your time to slow down, find your cozy rituals, find your cozy vibe for entertainment, the shows you want to watch, the food you want to cook, the things you want to bake, the hangouts you want to host. Be basic. Embrace the pumpkin spice. Embrace the season in full to its highest potential. And that is all that we have for today. Thank you, girls, so much for listening. Until next time, girls.